Okay, so let's rock. Mary.
Yes. Dr. Roy, Martina, MD, is a renowned holistic medical doctor, a prolific best-selling author, 88 books, international trainer, and a grandmaster in martial arts. His passion is sharing his knowledge and research as, I got stuff coming up, okay. As a quantum mystic, he specializes in the study of the practical application of quantum laws.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
Well, my beloved Joy Martina is a psychic psychologist, best-selling author of How to Use Your Intuition to Change Your Life, international trainer, and crystalline oracle. Her biggest passions are the empowerment of kids and female leadership.
That is right. Can you switch it on? Mary Delano Osis is a lifestyle management coach, seminar leader, and author. Her book, Guide to Conscious Living, Back to the Basics, helps those seeking more fulfillment, joy, clarity, passion, and happiness in their life. How can we make ourselves small? Put us away. There you go. So who is mind over matter for? The one thing that defines every single person who takes part in this is that we have this desire for change and growth.
If you feel a deep yearning to live more joyfully in health and abundance, eliminate self-sabotage, connect to your highest wisdom, and claim the most powerful version of yourself,
then this information is going to help you make a decision. We want to help you decide if you want to join us at the Mind Over Matter event going from 29th of April to the 1st of May. We're going to give you a few practical tips so that you can start practicing right away. We want to teach you how you can connect to the quantum realm and harness that power of your mind. And we're going to give you some beginner tips on how to start influencing matter already now in this free webinar.
Shifting timelines with hypnosis. In 2011, we went to a quantum healing hypnosis training by Dolores Canning. It signified the beginning of us living our purpose and the mission we came to accomplish. We shifted to a new timeline.
And since then, we've been doing nothing but research. We've been researching quantum. We've been combining all the new and faster working quantum techniques with many other spiritual and personal development tools. And we've applied these in a one-of-a-kind training. And that's the Mind Over Matter event. The spiritual question you should be asking yourself is, why are you living right now in these fast changing times? What made you decide to show up now?
Fast changes are typical of the Aquarius time zone. Changes in the environment, technology, medicine, automatization, singularity, and the collective mindset of humanity are faster than ever before.
That's right.
Okay.
And I don't know whether you've noticed this, but it feels like time is accelerating. I mean, just look at what's been happening just in these last 3 years, and you'll see that our lives have really been turned upside down. Didn't you agree?
Mm-hmm.
And that means
we are reaching singularity. This is when technology is ready to replace humankind. Imagine what can happen if we develop quantum computers with a consciousness and a moral code of values, or the opposite.
That's a little scary, I find that thought, right? So let's assume you did choose these times intentionally, and there's a plan of why you're here right now in these fast-moving times. Then why would you have chosen this time period? Think about it.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you finally want to learn what you came for. There quite possibly has never been a more important time to access higher dimensional frequencies, to turn your fears into potential and step into the most powerful version of yourself.
It's a time for growth. It's a time for deep transformation. This is the best time because as humanity is reclaiming its power, most people will not spend years living in an ashram, right? Or teaching, I don't know, learning from a guru or master. We're done with that. It's time that we rise. And the only way we're going to rise is by connecting with spirit. And that way we will find the solutions we really need now, and not solutions for 3 to 5 years on.
What you need is a toolbox to deal with life's changes.
And challenges, right?
Of course, yeah. That's the reason why we teach experiential workshop. You need to experience the shift in your own body to actually create the change you're seeking. Knowledge is not enough. In the 3 days we spend together, you'll be practicing powerful exercise to unlock more of your potential.
And that's why we're joining forces with top teachers. And we're so excited to have Mary Delano Osis with us, because she's going to guide us to transcend that time-space continuum and go into the 5th dimension and harness the power of our minds to experience proof, that radical quantum breakthrough. And that happens when we actually learn to influence matter with the power of our minds. And we can actually bend metal.
As you can see,
that's
right. Exciting. So the question you will ask yourself, do you come live? You know, if you're in Holland, that's easy, or do you stay at home online? This 3-day event will take place in Rotterdam, Netherlands, and you can join in person, extremely limited seats, or online via live stream. We will be teaching English and we'll simultaneously trust introduction. But this time we've done this before. That's
yes, so the beauty of the live event is that we're going to be gathering in a pretty hotel in the outskirts of Rotterdam, and we're going to be having enough room in the event space for everyone to roll out their yoga mat and really relax in meditation. I'm really excited about that part, which so far has only been available to the online participants. So mind over matter. Your mind is the most powerful tool that you will ever need.
In 40 years holistic medicine teach worship, I proved that the mind is more powerful than homeopathy, herbs, vitamins, nutrition, acupuncture, and meditation combined. So what it means, everything is in us. We do not need external tools or medicine or herbs, any of that.
We can actually, that's what you were proving, right? Heal disease with the power of our minds. So Roy was teaching his patients to use their minds to influence their bodies. And he's helped over 100,000 people through workshops, videos, and audio sessions, how they can claim back their power and actually heal their bodies. And some of them have healed themselves from the most impossible diseases, right? That were so saying unhealable or incurable.
Yeah, I even had patients who had only weeks to live, and some of them still made it.
And they made that shift, right? And they made that shift with the power of their minds. Same for athletes. So we've been using those same mental techniques to help athletes in championships. One of my clients was a racing car driver, for instance. And we've coached several world athletes to reach their highest potential, so we know what a difference the mind can make.
And then for business people, entrepreneurs, these techniques have helped many entrepreneurs worldwide to become more successful and manifest their dreams and goals with grace, ease, and joy.
And that's the difference, not with brute force. So here in Mind Over Matter, we're going to go for that ultimate proof. We want to see it. So one of our goals is to teach you the art of influencing matter with your mind. And the best metaphor we could find for this is bending a steel spoon without force, just with the power of your mind. Just imagine.
So we're going to start a little bit talking about quantum science. It is based on the discoveries of the laws that govern the universe of energy. So it's actually, the energy is everywhere. And how do you influence, manipulate this energy? Energy versus matter. Everything is energy, and matter is nothing else than energy in slow motion. To slow, the molecules are moving, the density are packed close to each other, and thus they become visible and tangible.
So this table that is like this heavy energy, right? And energy is much easier to change than matter, because once energy has slowed down, it is much harder to influence. And that's why it's easier to heal an emotional trauma, so an energetic information, than cancer, which can be a mix of energy influences that slow down the matter. It's already become a tumor, right? So that's harder. But when we start changing the energy on an energy level, it's much easier.
Our beliefs blocks us here because we believe that matter cannot be changed with our mind. And that's the one thing we want to break through in our workshop. And that's why Western medicine is stuck in a vicious cycle. Acupuncture and homeopathy are energetic healing methods that work on the energy status in the body. Western medicine has a hard time accepting this, as quantum science has no place yet in the hospital, which are governed by materialistic companies want more clients, which we call them
money.
Big pharma.
So billions are being invested into solutions that are missing the point. Almost all chronic diseases begin with an energetic imbalance. And most of these come from the fact that we don't know the effect of our thoughts, our emotions, our lifestyle and mindset on our health. Remember, all our cells are listening. So we're encouraging you to take control of your life, of your health and of your emotions, and learn what's holding you back and how you can travel beyond your comfort zone, how you can silence your inner critic to tap into courage, strength, passion, and confidence to actually overcome life's challenges joyfully.
This is a very nice, I would say, diagram to show you that most people are in a downward spiral. If you look at the emotions, frustration, pessimism, impatience, and all of that, a lot of people live in the zone of downward spiral. What do we mean with that? It means that these emotions drain your energy. And because of that, you get more exhausted and you become more prone to disease. If you go in the upward spiral, and this is what we want to do with the workshop, teach you how to stay in the upward spiral. That's where your vitality lies, or that's where your happiness lies, optimism, joy, love. So the question you need to ask yourself, where are you and where can you maintain your energy? And that's what we want to teach you as well.
I love that in the middle, there's that boredom, right? So that it's actually where you go, you're moving ahead fast. See that in the middle? The boredom is kind of that hold in between. And I find that very interesting because then if we're in an upward spiral, the worst case scenario is that we're bored, but we're never going to slip down into that red zone of, okay, on we go. So the goal is to use your mind to stay in that upward spiral. So those tools, techniques, and strategies that you will learn will take your life and your manifestations to an entirely new level. Diving deeper into quantum energy will create lasting and life-changing results when you apply these to all areas of your life.
Direct your intentions in the quantum field. Many people know about intentions, but when you send out the intentions, are they getting where they need to be? A simple technique that we're going to teach you is to trigger your pineal gland when you send out your intentions. Your pineal gland is the wireless sender in the field.
And all you have to do is to roll up your tongue and with the tip of your tongue, touch the ceiling of your mouth. And when you've done that, your pineal gland is being triggered. And now you visualize that timeline, so that parallel timeline, your future that you want to live on. So roll up your tongue, touch the roof of your mouth, and while you're doing that, visualize that future that you truly desire.
The trick now is to have a full sensorial immersion experience in your physical body. It sounds like a lot as if you are in that specific future right now. Because you have to feel it in your body. Just visualizing is not good enough. You want to feel, hear, smell, taste, and see all 5 senses when possible in the desired state.
And you want to feel those emotions that you would feel if you were there. You okay to do that? So imagine that you are becoming the future better version of yourself. And imagine that you can bring back that into the now, all of those feelings, that mindset, the behaviors, the thinking, and the actions of that other version of you that's in that parallel timeline. And you're bringing it back into the now. Imagine that.
And you can start doing that right now. Imagine you can breathe that experience in and feel all the sensations you would have in that future. Stay with that until you really sense it in all of your body and mind.
And then focus your awareness on feeling grateful, as if that situation is unfolding right now. And allow this gratitude to become so strong, as strong as you can. And then seal this experience by rolling back your tongue while you stay in this relaxed, beautiful state for a few moments.
And now you've anchored it in. What if you would start your day with intentions?
So practice this simple exercise every morning. Roll your tongue up, tip of your tongue, roof of the mouth, and notice that you will, through the alignment with that specific timeline of how you want this day to go, that future to unfold, you'll notice you will increase the synchronicities, which will make that materialization, that manifestation of that moment, of that timeline, much more effortless and way faster.
It just takes a few minutes to do that.
You can do it while you're still in bed. So let me ask you, are you craving a spiritual experience? I promise you, in this event, we're going to go deeper and you will experience, feel it in your body, that alignment with your divine design, your divine self. And you'll see your life transform with grace, ease, and joy because you felt it in your body and nobody can take that experience away from you.
And as you can see in this drawing, just imagine that's the pineal gland sending this message every morning into the quantum field.
So in quantum manifestation, it's all about becoming aligned with who you really are in your soul's core. You're a magical manifester. So the more you can experience that love that you are, the more love you will notice around you. And you'll become that love regardless of where you are. You'll become that love in all expressions of yourself.
We have the clarity how to create your best life. This is, of course, already an introduction. Most spiritually inclined people are searching for their soul's purpose or for a big mission that will become their legacy.
And then there are others who just want to reach a comfort zone where money and health issues are no longer a thing. And then there are others who are looking for love and happiness. It doesn't really matter. The goal is to give you the information on how to use that powerful tool, how to focus your mind on your heart's desires and give you the tools so that you can manifest that life of your dreams with more grace, ease, and joy.
Our mind can be our most powerful enemy, or it can be our most powerful ally when we learn how to get unstuck and step into transformation. So when I work with patients, the first thing we need to do is to align their mind with the timeline, the future where they're healthy, happy, and thrive.
So you have to imagine it to make it possible. So what are you going to master? You'll learn how to harness the power of your subconscious mind so you can experience more synchronicities in your life.
How to identify, reevaluate, and transform the habits that are holding you back from your fullest potential.
And then we'll teach you how to incorporate breath work in your daily practice to energize your body and focus your mind for conscious action.
How to trade your old thought patterns for elevated quantum thinking that propels you into your desired timeline.
Quantum thinking, that's right. How to train your mind to experience success before it even happens.
How your mind can have a physical effect on solid matter and how this applies to the power of your mind in all areas of your life.
That spoon, right? That spoon. So brain and mind. Your brain functions rather like a computer. So it has fixed circuits that execute certain functions, that's the hardware, and these are your habitual reactions. Now, your subconscious mind runs on memories of the past, that's more the software, and these determine your feelings and the things you're triggered by.
Just understand that we are like computers, so we can be reprogrammed.
So what we need to learn is how to rewire our brain, that hardware, to excellence and the genius zone. So you also have to learn how to fix the software and erase those emotional wounds and triggers.
This is so important because that's why a lot of people stay in the downward spiral.
So do you want to rewire your brain to achieve success in the areas of your life that matter to you most, whether it's finances, personal relationships, or health? Then stay on for the next part.
Quantum science to transform your life. To get the most out of your life, your first choice is the hard way or the heart way.
So the hard way or the heart way. So the hard way is that path where we choose willpower and the mind, and it can be incredibly exhausting. Willpower, you see, is not meant to be used the whole time. It's the use of force, and it's used actually in those short spurts. And we need it when we need to chase success until we have it. And that's the path that has brought this planet where it is right now, this constant running.
The hard way with the T is the path of true power and getting the mind to surrender to the higher will. Hard power is the use of intuition, creativity, and synchronicity to attract the desired success.
That's right, attract, not chase, but attract.
Yeah.
So what does our planet need right now? We believe to save our planet, we need to align with nature and our divine nature so that we can find sustainable ways for all of us. We believe compassion and the willingness for every one of us to do the work and change our habitual ways of doing life is going to bring us that result that we desire, a better planet.
Right. The 3 steps we'll make together.
We're going to create that clarity. Where's this journey going to go? What do you really want? Then we're going to work on the quantum mindset. What thoughts, what beliefs do you need to have in place to make it happen? And then quantum mastery, we're going to put it all in one place and put it all together. That way we can give you that blueprint for life. So the goal is to align with the forces of the universe rather than fight the universe with willpower and determination.
Day 1, clarity. Without clarity, there's no direction, no purpose. Most people are existing and following the blind path of their habits. Others are searching and feel lost, like in a labyrinth.
So on day 1, we're going to get clear on your soul's purpose. That means, what are you doing and why are you here? Where are you going next? And what new belief would take you to your life, your whole life, to the next level? We're going to embark on a deep dive, right? To get really clear on those values, those goals and the desires that we need so that we can get steered into the right path. And then you're ready to use the power of the quantum intentions to move the energy of the universe to manifest more grace, ease, and joy in your life.
And the reason this is so important is if you have no clarity, you're sending out a mixed message. There's like noise in the background, and this will disrupt your intention.
So then on day 2, we're going to work on our quantum mindset. That means we're going to upgrade our thought patterns to quantum level so that we can transform our lives rapidly. A quantum mindset is when you accept in your core that all is possible, even if you don't know how.
This is the most important part because most people are struggling with the how. But what if the universe solves the how for you?
That's right. And we're going to learn the 3 steps of quantum achievement. How to go from negative to positive in seconds. How to
discover.
Yeah, the 5 steps of unstoppable quantum energy. What does that mean, right? What are the 5 steps to feel that much energy in your body and understand that you have the power of choice? You can break those old patterns.
On day 3, we go for quantum mastery. We'll work on integrating deep into our nervous system the previous 2 days for mastery. We'll establish next level of quantum beliefs, quantum intentions, quantum energy balancing, and circles of excellence.
Those are great words. And I love that we're integrating because it's so important to make it all really sit in the body so you can take it home.
And take it all the way to the DNA level, subconscious level, and so on.
And then on day 3, it's also the day where Mary Delano Otis will lead us in some really fun experiential exercises to teach us the art of spoon bending so that we can uncover the power of our mind and actually influence matter. One of our goals is to teach you the art of influencing matter with your mind because it really is the best way to give you that proof. And the best metaphor we could find is bending that spoon without any force. It's like you've chosen for that red pill in the Matrix.
What was one of my favorite movies?
I know.
I remember to say, there's no spoon, there's no spoon.
So here are the summary of your learnings. You're going to learn how to connect with the quantum field and influence matter. Badass, right? You're going to learn how to laser focus your mental energy. You're going to learn how to quieten your mind within seconds. Just imagine how well you'll sleep then. You're going to learn how to feel your connection to spirit, not just know it, you're going to feel it. And you're going to get to experience and not just know that everything really is energy and all energy is connected.
Consider what else is possible. Being able to influence the time-space continuum and see the results right in front of your own eyes is one of the most empowering experiences you can have. We're excited to share this knowledge with you.
I mean, just imagine what else is possible once you really own that power of the creator inside of yourself. Why wouldn't you then manifest all your heart's desires while you're at it?
When you know how to center yourself with the infinite field of energy and exercise laser focus on your intent, it's up to you to choose your desired outcome, whether it's radiant health, financial freedom, loving relationships, or global peace. You get to decide.
That's right. So you can make it really personal, and you can attend in person in Rotterdam. Imagine sharing 3 days with us in an intimate, safe setting with a small group of like-minded individuals, all searching to upgrade to the next level. Well, normally this is a $4.99 ticket, but because you're on this webinar and you've had so much patience with us, we're giving you 50 off. So your investment is 450.
And it's a very limited group in here.
Yes, only a very small group will be able to take place. Or you could reduce your carbon footprint. You could stay at home. There you have no travel costs, no hotel costs, and you could even share that time with some friends. You could invite friends over and share the experience at home, and you can share the price. I love doing that because it is a great way of having fun together and together learning these quantum principles. And there again, we're giving you this 49 euros off so that you pay 150 for the live stream ticket instead of close to 200.
And if you do with 3 friends, it's only 50 euros.
Right? It's like a dinner.
Yeah. Yes.
So why should you do this? Ask yourself, what does your quantum transformation look like? Where are you going? Think for a moment what your life would look like when you're living life at your full potential. You're really going for it. Just imagine what that would feel like. What could you do if you had none of those perceived barriers? Zero fear, zero doubt. What would you dream if you allowed yourself to dream the unimaginable dream, that big dream?
Well, more balance in the areas of your life, your career, your family, yourself, your relationships, more energy and passion to invest in your dreams and goals.
Interested? Mm-hmm. How about having more clarity around the right decisions for you that actually support your highest good? What would it feel like to have less overwhelm, less frustration, less struggle, less worries and insecurities?
More peace, financial freedom, feeling good in your body. What resonates the most with you? Where do you feel it in your body? How does it feel?
Well, that feeling, that little tingling that you might have had, that's what quantum transformation can feel like. And in Mind Over Matter, this is about the experience of removing all the blocks that have been keeping you from really tapping into that potential. In order to live your fullest potential, you must be willing to dream the unimaginable. You must learn to be uncomfortable. You must be willing to do that and believe that you can. And you must be willing to get messy and feel all those feelings. And we want to help you there. So are you willing and ready to join us on this quantum journey? We are, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to dream that unimaginable dream. We will make sure that you're comfortable when you're uncomfortable. And we believe that you can. And we're 100% on board with all the messy feelings. They're good.
That's part of being human. A special offer for you.
So all webinar participants, whether you hear this in the recording or right now, you're going to get 50 euros off the price of a live stream or in-person ticket using the coupon code Strong Mind. Write that down. I have a strong mind. And you use Strong Mind during the checkout. And here's the extra bonus, and I'm excited about this. The first 25 buyers are going to receive our Omega Healing audios, which are available in English, Dutch, and Italian. And normally they're valued at 97 euros, and we want to give them to you because they're one of your greatest works.
Absolutely.
And we want to show you how you can retrain your brain for more health. And that is what the Omega Health audios do.
Right, and thousands of people have healed themselves from all kinds of diseases, including cancer, just with these 12 CDs.
And they're wonderful to sleep with. I slept with the Omega Healing audios for an entire year, and it completely changed my health. Yeah, and there's more good, right? Some of you have already signed up. We have a special VIP Q&A session right after this webinar where we can answer all your questions. We can have hot seats. We can deal with the challenges that you are facing right now, and we'll give you input, all three of us, Mary, Roy, and I. And you can still sign up for that with that extra link for just 27 euros. So if you would like to do that, go and sign up, and you can join us in an extra link once this webinar is over. So.
Okay, so we recommend you to invest yourself. That's the best investment you can ever do, with the highest return on investment for your soul. Your soul is the eternal part of you that keeps coming back and back to learn the lessons and to move on.
And I've noticed that all those times when I invested in myself, and I keep doing that, and I've done that now for decades, the quantum leaps that I made every single time afterwards were spectacular, especially when I had to kind of overcome a little sense of discomfort to get there. There was always a little resistance, but something in me called. So if you feel that calling, if you're ready to really spread those wings and live your full potential, then join us. You will not regret it, I promise.
Absolutely. We can stop share now.
And I would love to have Mary give us a little, where are you right now? What would you like to share? What would you like to add?
Well, I just want to say that the quantum spoon bending is the most powerful way to instantaneously get into that mindset to where anything and everything's possible. So I'm excited.
I am too. Could you describe the feeling that you have when you're bending a spoon? Because I could imagine it's quite special.
It is very special. It is like everything and nothing. It's just amazing. It's so empowering. And it's something that it's experiential. So you have to really do it for yourself.
You have to feel it in your own body.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it similar to that feeling when something wonderful is about to happen, a sort of mix of excitement and relaxation?
Yes. It's just so amazing. It is just so amazing, and it's so uplifting and so empowering that it's just, you have to feel it.
So of the people that you have taught spoon bending to, what are the biggest changes that you've seen with the ones learning it? Could you share something about that?
Well, I have found that the people who are most into energy work have the hardest time. And I'm not sure if that's because they already think they know, but it doesn't matter where you are, whether you're new to energy or you're just curious, everyone can do it. In all the years that I've done this, I've never had anyone not bend their spoon.
Yes. Really?
Yes.
But, you know, that gives me such comfort, because I was having a nightmare the other day, and I was like, okay, this workshop is going to happen and everybody's going to be able to bend their spoon, not me. And I was like, oh, the humiliation. So I'm really happy to hear that. So you are saying that everybody can learn how to bend spoons.
Everyone can learn how to bend spoons. I've never had anyone. And when I taught my grandkids how to bend spoons, they bent every fork and spoon in the house.
We don't.
So, warning to parents: if you have children watching the Mind Over Matter event or live stream, you might want to block away your spoons and forks. Forks are possible too, right, Mary?
Oh, yes, we will be bending spoons and forks. Yes.
And Mary's going to be bringing those to Rotterdam. I'm so excited what customs or security is going to say when you travel with your hand luggage with all these, man, what are you doing with all these spoons and forks?
Oh, yeah. Well, when I go to the store to buy them, I get strange looks all the time, but I just tell them, oh, I'm teaching a quantum spoon bending class. And sometimes they're like, really? And I'll, pull out a spoon and do it for them really quick. And they're like, oh, it's exciting. It's very exciting. Yes.
Nice. So I would say we're going to hop over onto the VIP call now. right? To answer questions and have those hot seats. I hope you love working with people just as much as we do. I mean, I know you do.
Yeah.
I do.
Right? We're gonna shower you
Yeah.
with love, and it's always beautiful when we have these hot seats, because I feel everyone who's in that circle benefits from it too. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
And before we do, I just want to say something more as a medical doctor, is the fact that when you realize that you are playing with molecules, you're playing with matter, and when you now can use the same thought and mindset for your body for healing, you know, I can only imagine what's possible. And there's a lot I cannot imagine yet, because in medicine, there's so many things that are told to us. And I'm not talking about holistic medicine, but Western medicine, that they tell you this is not possible. This is, for example, you have diabetes, you have to live with this the rest of your life, or you have cancer, you're going to die. So much has been told to us, and we are blocked in our creativity, we're blocked in our powers, just because the doctors are locked into their own little prison. Well, they don't believe it, right? Yeah, they don't know. It's not a matter of belief, because they don't know it's possible. And I had so many patients that were cured, they go back to the doctors, and the doctors just totally ignore it. It's like they're blind for these kind of healings because they cannot compute it, they cannot give it a place. And that's the, I would say, the downside of being able to do these things. But who cares? If you're healthy and stay in your power.
So I think that the beauty of what we're going to be doing and experiencing, all of us in the Mind Over Matter, is we're going to be able to jump out of the boxes of our mind and open our mind again to possibility.
Absolutely. I am living proof that it works, because my doctor told me I was prune disabled. I was going to pain the rest of my life and learn to live with it. And I didn't do that very well. I was depressed and suicidal, lost the use of my hand. And I tell you, I got the use of my hand back. I let go of all my pain. And I was like, oh, yes, thank you, Lord. This is what I want to do with my life. And that's like on the path of doing what I do. I am living proof. There's hope. There's help. And if you're ready to make a change, this is absolutely the way to go. Absolutely.
Lovely. Lovely. Yes. Thank you.
Super.
Okay. Well, thank you, everyone who's here with us right now. We're going to sign off here and see you in the VIP room in just a few moments. This is a run pee time. So get a drink, pee, and then we'll start over in the VIP room.
And for all the people who, for whatever reason, could not participate because of the language, we will get back to you as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
We love you. See you soon.